play a game.
Hello, everybody. It's time for the Jeopardy once again, and let's just get right down to it. We got 3 contestants today, 2 challengers, and a returning champion. We'll start with the challengers. No stranger to this channel. It was his idea first. Hunter Chambless, what's going on?
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me on my first Jeopardy episode. I'm super excited. I'm ready to lose, but hopefully I can vie for second place.
All right. Another guy who might say the same exact thing. We'll bring him in. The Ghost, Bobby C., Robert Castner. What's going on, man?
Yeah, he took my shtick. I was going to do, like, what is second place? That's the answer for what Hunter and I are going for.
All right. And the man who, I guess, everyone, hopefully there's not a lot of European horror questions because he will get them right. The champ, the 2-time champ, Luis Boos. What's going on, Luis?
Yo, I don't know, man. I think the amount of self-deprecation in these trivia leagues should be studied. Every time I have a match, anyone, it's just a battle of, oh, I think I will lose. So I will go ahead and I'll say, yesterday when you dropped my accolades in this horror league, I thought like, well, I'm a fucking great player. So I don't know, maybe I'm confident tonight as the greatest trivia player horror has ever seen, I guess. That should be
Luis is a first ballot Hall of Famer, holding almost every title in this league. So without further ado, let's look at the board for today. Remember the rules before we get started. Obviously, answer in the form of a question. Wait until I finish answering the question to buzz in, and that's basically it. You can lose points for an incorrect answer. Categories today. Next in the series, I'll start naming movies in a series, a horror franchise. You give me the subtitle of the next movie in the series. Boats are scary, I guess. I'm going to describe a horror movie that takes place on a boat. You tell me what movie that is. The 2024 Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, you don't have to know who won what award. This is not multiplex Oscars, but I will talk about an award and then describe the movie that won it. You tell me what movie I'm talking about again. A24, questions about A24 movies. And horrors, everything will have a Z in the beginning of at least part of the answer. Luis, you're the returning champion. Where do you want to go first?
Let's go Fangoria Awards for 1.
The winner for Best Wide Release Picture was this movie about parts of Japan having even worse luck right after World War II ends. Hunter.
What is Godzilla -1?
That is correct. Clear these buzzers. And we'll go back. Hunter, you're in control of the board. Where would you like to go?
Let's go Fangoria Chainsaw Awards 200.
The best limited release was this A24 sophomore effort by Jane Schoenbrunn that explored the effects of nostalgia. Luis.
What is I Saw the TV Glow?
That is correct. Where would you like to go?
A24 for 1.
It's the 3 movies of the trilogy Ty West did in order. Hunter.
X, Maxine, and Pearl.
That is incorrect. Robert.
What is X, Pearl, and Maxine?
That is the correct order.
In order.
And in the form of a question. That is correct. All right. Robert, you're in control. Where do you want to go?
The boats are scary, I guess, for 1.
A salvage crew discovers a long-lost 1962 passenger ship floating lifeless in a remote region of the Bering Sea and soon notices that its long-dead inhabitants may still be on board. Robert.
What is Ghost Ship?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Good job.
Where do you want to go now?
What is Horror Z with 1 for 1?
All right. It's the movie series where you'll find a bunch of characters named after cities they're from and a bunch of undead folks, too. Robert.
What is Zombieland?
That is correct.
Right.
You are still in control. Go ahead.
What is Horror Z for 2, please?
Please spell the first word in the title of the unofficial European sequel to George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
Huh.
All right. I'll just let
Scared.
that time out. I'm not seeing any answers. That's just zombie without the E.
Oh.
Lucio Fulci's
Oh.
ZOMBI.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, Robert, you're still in control.
What is next? We'll do next in the series for 1.
All right, next in the Friday the 13th series, what comes after? A New Beginning. Jason Lives. Robert.
What is the New Blood?
The New Blood is correct. You are still in control.
Next in the series for 2.
All right. Halloween, Revenge of Michael Myers, Curse of Michael Myers, and Robert again.
What is Halloween H2O 20 years later?
That is correct. Here are your points. Where are we going now?
A24 for 2.
24 for 2. In order to talk to the dead and talk to me, you need this item. Luis.
What is a hand?
I will accept that. What is an embalmed hand? Yes.
What is a hand?
Just a reminder, wait till I'm done answering when you buzz in, otherwise I cannot accept your buzz. All right. Luis, you're in control.
Let's go Fangoria for 3.
Okay. The winner for Best First Time Feature was this divisive film that has a lot of static shots of ceiling fans in it.
Huh.
Looks like we're not. Luis.
What is Skinamarink?
That is Skinamarink. That is correct.
Oh, nice. I was trying to think of the title. Good job.
All right, Luis, you're in control.
A24 for 3.
He directed In Fabric. Luis.
Who is Peter Strickland?
That is correct. You're still in control. Where'd you like to go?
Boats are scary for 2.
A crew sailing from Varna, Bulgaria by the Black Sea to England find they're carrying very dangerous cargo. Robert.
What is the last voyage of the Demeter?
That is correct. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. You're in control now, Robert. What'd you like to do?
Horrors for 3.
He plays the Collector, the demon in charge of hunting down and killing the Demon Knight in the movie of the same name. Luis.
Who is Billy Zane?
That is correct.
I was thinking of first names.
Right.
Luis.
Boats are scary for 3.
After outrunning a typhoon at sea, a strong-willed tugboat navigator and her crew discover a high-tech alien life form that's taking control of a Russian research vessel and aims to destroy on a massive scale. Robert.
Was Virus?
That is the plot to Virus. That is correct. Robert, you're in control.
Let's get the last 3 out of there next in the series.
Next in the series for Child's Play, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky. Luis.
What is Curse of Chucky?
That's correct. Luis, you're in control.
Fangoria for 5, please.
The best kill went to a scene in this movie that is just known as the yoga kill. Hunter.
What is In a Violent Nature?
That is correct. Hunter, you're in control.
Fangoria Chainsaw 400.
Best director went to this guy who had big shoes to fill, helming the 5th Evil Dead movie. Luis.
Who is Lee Cronin?
That is correct.
Good job.
Luis, you're in control.
Horrors for 4, please.
She directed Blink Twice, shouldn't be a question mark. Robert.
Who's Zoe Kravitz?
That is correct. You're in control, Robert.
Next in the series for 4.
In the Amityville Horror, the Amityville Curse, It's About Time, this movie.
Yikes.
Don't expect anyone to necessarily know this off the top of their head.
No.
But I will time it out. This is Amityville, A New Generation comes next.
Cool.
Okay.
Robert.
Horrors for 5.
Horrors for 5. The 3 actors trapped on a ski lift in Adam Green's Frozen are Emma Bell, Shawn Ashmore, and this guy.
Oh.
That is semi-famous character actor Kevin Zegers. Kevin Zegers is the 3rd person.
Oh, that makes sense.
No, thank you.
All right, Robert, you're still in control, Robert.
Boats for 4.
Boats for 4. 5 friends set sail, and their yacht is overturned by a strange and sudden storm. A mysterious ship arrives to rescue them, and what happens next cannot be explained. Luis.
What is triangle?
That is triangle, yes.
Oh, dang it. I was going to say that too.
All right, Luis, your pick.
Let's go A24 for 4.
St. Maud takes place in this U.S. state.
Great.
Sorry, Luis.
I mean, I could know this if I had watched the movies.
Yeah, it is like a lot of horror movies. Takes place in New York.
Okay.
You're still in control, Luis.
Let's finish A24 off.
All right. It's the band the Ain't Rights are opening for in Green Room.
Ooh.
Oh, man. That makes me sad.
I like this movie.
You have to have watched it recently. Remember that they're opening for Cowcatcher at that lovely club in the Pacific Northwest. All right, Luis, you're still in control.
Let's go next in the series 4-5.
Okay, in the Puppet Master series, Retro Puppet Master, The Legacy, and what comes next?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
Well, this is the extremely popular crossover Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys comes next.
Okay.
And the final question, and boats are scary, I guess. When a group of friends fail to lower the ladder of their boat, they find themselves stranded in the surrounding waters and struggle to survive. This is the sequel nobody really asked for. This is Open Water 2, Adrift.
Okay.
With that'll close out the today. And Luis is going to win it again. He is our 3-time champion now. So let's just we'll go around the horn. I think if you make it to 5 times, I got to give you something. Hunter, it was great to have you here. How you feeling?
Some of these questions I knew, and I just couldn't get the buzzer in fast enough. Congratulations to Luis. Yeah, this was fun, man. At least I got some points.
We'll have you back eventually once Luis finishes beating everybody in the community. Robert, you had it really close. Like you were in the lead a couple times actually. How you feel?
That's what I'm taking. That's what I'm taking away from this is that I had a lead at some point. That was cool. And I answered like a fair amount of questions. I thought when we started, I was like, am I going to answer any questions? This is bad. And then I was like, hey, I got some. So I'm cool. I'm happy.
And Luis, you won with only really one kind of question that referenced Europe. Maybe two,
Yeah.
if you count Peter Strickland. But you did it. So obviously that's going to dispel the rumor that you only win when there's a bunch of European questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
problem.
that shouldn't be a discussion anyway. But yeah, this is always fun. I'm kind of happy that these are always over in like 20 minutes. Great.
Yeah. I
Okay,
love the
better.
show because it's great content. It's 15 minutes and we're out. But I'm going to drop you guys backstage. We appreciate you playing. Luis, you'll be back in 2 weeks. And you'll be back again this month to defend your Just Eclipse championship because you're just running roughshod over everything.
And the
So,
bell collector over here.
Yeah, I'll drop you guys all backstage. I'll put a bow on this for everybody. That'll do it for another episode of Why We Love Horror Trivia. If you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go to the Letterboxd challenge over here at this website. We'd appreciate it. The schedule here, Mondays versus nobody watches it. Tuesday, Why Live Loves Horror, everybody and their sister watches it. Wednesday, Aaron Unwinds. If you smoke pot, I guess you watch it. Thursday, the Why We Love Horror challenge watch along remains to be seen if you watch it. But enough people are watching Why We Love Horror Trivia, so we thank you for being here. We'll see you next week.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!